Do not allow the voices of the world to make you doubt your identity. Often, we are bombarded by messages that try to devalue us or make us feel inadequate. However, it is crucial to remember that your identity is not defined by the opinions of others, but by what God says about you. Declare with faith, "I am chosen." This affirmation is not just a recognition of who you are, but a commitment to live according to the calling that God has placed on your life. By sharing your journey and your identity with others, you connect with other chosen ones. This connection is powerful and can strengthen your walk. When you open up about your experiences, challenges, and victories, you inspire those around you to also embrace their divine identity. Together, you can support and encourage one another to stand firm in your convictions and to follow the path that God has laid out for each of you. Remember that, with God by your side, there is no challenge you cannot overcome. Life may present obstacles and difficulties, but the assurance that God is with you brings a peace that transcends circumstances. He is your strength and your refuge, and by trusting in Him, you become capable of facing any situation with courage and determination. You were born to shine, not to conform. Your light is needed in a world that often tries to extinguish hope and truth. By living according to your divine identity, you become a beacon of faith and love, showing others that it is possible to live fully and with purpose. If this message has spoken to you, do not hesitate to share it. Inspire others to recognize their identity in God and to join in the journey of faith. Declare your faith and continue steadfast in your walk. God has great plans for your life, and by trusting in Him and moving forward with courage, you become part of something greater. Your life can be the inspiration that someone needs to also awaken to their purpose. Therefore, embrace your divine identity and allow your light to shine brightly, impacting the world around you. The Bible presents an interesting parallel in John 8:12, where Jesus declares, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." In the second awakening, this light begins to shine within you. It is as if you have access to an inner wisdom that guides you in moments of doubt and uncertainty. This light is your intuition, which becomes clearer and stronger, helping you see the paths that once seemed dark. During the second awakening, you may begin to notice that synchronicities become more frequent in your life. These moments of significant coincidence are signs that you are aligned with your purpose and that the universe is responding to your intentions. You may feel more connected to the people around you, realizing that each encounter has a special meaning. This connection goes beyond the superficial. It is an understanding that we are all interconnected in a web of energy and love. Furthermore, the second awakening brings a new perspective on suffering and the challenges of life. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, you begin to recognize them as opportunities for growth and learning. Each difficulty becomes a chance to deepen your spirituality and connect more with your essence. This shift in mindset is fundamental, as it allows you to face challenges with courage and resilience. It is important to emphasize that the second awakening is not a linear process. You may experience ups and downs, moments of clarity followed by confusion. This is normal and part of the journey. The important thing is to remain open and receptive to the lessons that life is offering you. The practice of meditation, reflection, and gratitude can be extremely helpful in this process, helping to calm the mind and attune to your essence. Another striking characteristic of the second awakening is the search for authenticity. You begin to ask yourself, who am I really? And what do I want for my life? This quest for authenticity can lead to significant changes in your life, such as choosing new career paths, seeking healthier relationships, or adopting a lifestyle that reflects your values and beliefs. This journey of self-discovery is essential for living in accordance with your inner truth. As you progress in this awakening, you may also feel a calling to serve others. This desire to help and support those around you is an expression of your connection with the divine. You may feel drawn to social, spiritual, or environmental causes, seeking to make a difference in the world. This altruistic action not only benefits others, but also brings a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose to your own life. The second awakening is, therefore, a phase of deep transformation. It is an invitation to live spirituality in a practical and daily way, integrating divine truth into every act, thought, and choice. This phase is not just about understanding spirituality, but about living it fully. It is a call to become an agent of change, not only in your own life, but also in the lives of those around you. This rich and multifaceted journey is a process of self-discovery, connection, and transformation that invites us to live more consciously and authentically. By embracing this phase, you become part of something greater, contributing to the spiritual evolution, not only of yourself, but of all humanity. Be open to this experience and allow the light of your being to shine brightly, guiding you on your spiritual journey. One of the first signs of the second awakening is the expansion of your perception. You may notice that the colors around you seem more vibrant, as if they have come to life. The energies that once went unnoticed now become palpable, and even sounds carry deeper messages. It's as if you have been introduced to a new world, filled with life and meaning, where every detail stands out and calls for your attention. This new way of perceiving reality is an invitation to explore what lies beyond the superficial. In Jeremiah 33:3, God invites us, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." This verse reflects the experience of beginning to perceive what was previously hidden. You realize that life is much more than the eyes can see. Situations that once seemed common now reveal layers of meaning that you had never considered. As your perception expands, you become more aware of the connections between events and the people in your life. Every interaction, every encounter, every challenge you face begins to be part of a great mosaic unfolding before you. Nothing seems random anymore. You realize that every person who crosses your path, every situation that arises, has a purpose and a lesson to teach. This new vision brings a sense of clarity and understanding that did not exist before. This expansion of perception can also affect the way you relate to the world. You may begin to feel a deeper empathy for the people and nature around you. The emotions and energies of others become more evident, and you may feel more connected to everything that exists. This connection can lead to a desire to help and support those around you, as you recognize that we are all interconnected in a web of experiences and feelings. Furthermore, this new perception may bring forth a greater sensitivity to the energies you consume, whether through food, environments, or social interactions. You may feel drawn to practices that promote well-being and harmony, such as meditation, yoga, or connecting with nature. These practices help attune your energy to the higher vibration you are beginning to perceive. The expansion of perception can also manifest in moments of heightened intuition. You may begin to feel that you have a deeper understanding of situations, even without having all the information. This intuition is a form of inner wisdom that becomes more accessible as you connect with your spiritual essence. You may notice that your decisions become more aligned with what you truly desire and what is best for you and for others. As you delve deeper into this new perception, you may also start to question beliefs and patterns that you previously accepted without thinking. This phase is an opportunity to reevaluate what you truly believe and how it aligns with your new worldview. You may feel motivated to seek knowledge and understanding, exploring different philosophies and teachings that resonate with your new perspective. This journey of expanding perception is an invitation to live more consciously and intentionally. Each day becomes an opportunity to learn and grow, to connect more deeply with yourself and with the world around you. This new way of seeing life brings a sense of wonder and gratitude, allowing you to appreciate the small things that once went unnoticed. One of the most significant signs of the second awakening is the dissolution of the ego. The ego is that inner voice that constantly seeks status, control, and external validation. It makes us believe that our identity is tied to achievements, possessions, and how others see us. During the second awakening, you begin to realize that your true essence goes far beyond this superficial self that the ego tries to maintain. In Matthew 23:12, Jesus teaches us, "Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted." This passage reminds us that true greatness does not come from the pursuit of recognition or power, but from humility and the willingness to serve others. The transformation of the ego involves a deep understanding that life is not just about personal achievements, but about the connection we establish with people and the impact we have on their lives. This process of transformation can be challenging. The ego resists change because it fears losing the control and security it believes it has. Often, it manifests in thoughts of comparison, competition, and insecurity. You may find yourself thinking that you need to be better than others, or that your accomplishments define your worth. However, by beginning to question these beliefs, you take the first step toward freedom. As you progress on this journey, you may start to notice that situations that once bothered you or made you anxious begin to lose their power. You become less reactive to others' opinions and more centered in your own truth. This shift in perspective brings a sense of lightness and inner peace that does not depend on external factors. You realize that true happiness comes from within, from accepting who you really are. The transformation of the ego also involves the practice of gratitude and compassion. When you focus on being grateful for what you have and for the people around you, the ego loses its power. Gratitude opens your heart and allows you to see the beauty in the small things in life. Compassion, in turn, connects you to others in a deeper way, helping you understand that everyone faces their own struggles and challenges. During this process, you may feel called to serve others in a more meaningful way. This can manifest in simple actions, such as offering support to a friend, participating in community activities, or even dedicating time to causes that resonate with your heart. This willingness to help and support others is an expression of your true essence, which goes beyond the ego. It is important to remember that the transformation of the ego does not happen overnight. It is a continuous process that requires patience and self-compassion. You may face moments of relapse, where the ego tries to regain control. In those moments, it is essential to be kind to yourself and recognize that this is part of the journey. Each challenge is an opportunity for learning and growth. As you continue to work on the dissolution of the ego, you begin to experience a new way of living. Relationships become more authentic as you connect with others from a place of vulnerability and truth. You become more open to listening and learning from the experiences of others, recognizing that everyone has something valuable to offer. The transformation of the ego also brings a new understanding of what it means to be successful. You begin to redefine your goals and aspirations, no longer basing them on external standards, but on your own truth and purpose. Success becomes less about material achievements and more about living according to your values and contributing to the well-being of others. This journey of transformation is profoundly liberating. By letting go of the shackles of the ego, you open yourself up to a fuller and more meaningful life. You discover that true inner peace is not in being recognized or admired, but in being true to yourself and living authentically. This freedom allows you to shine in a unique way, inspiring those around you to do the same. The transformation of the ego is, therefore, one of the most powerful aspects of the Second Awakening. It is an invitation to free yourself from the limitations that the ego imposes and to embrace your true essence. By doing so, you not only transform your own life, but also become a beacon of light and love for others, contributing to the spiritual evolution of everyone around you. During the Second Awakening, your intuition becomes a reliable and essential guide. It's as if you have a direct channel to the divine, receiving clear guidance that helps you make decisions aligned with your true purpose. This deeper connection with your intuition is one of the most transformative aspects of this phase, allowing you to navigate life with greater clarity and confidence. Proverbs 3:6 reminds us, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight." This passage highlights the importance of recognizing the divine presence in every aspect of your life. When you open yourself to this connection, your intuition becomes sharper and more present than ever. You begin to realize that the answers you seek are often already within you, waiting to be discovered. As you become more attuned to your intuition, you start to trust yourself more. This trust is fundamental, as it allows you to make decisions that truly resonate with your essence. You may notice that instead of being swayed by external opinions or social pressures, you begin to listen to your inner voice. This voice is wise and often brings insights that may seem unexpected, but are exactly what you need at a given moment. This phase is marked by a sense of peace and fulfillment. You stop seeking external validation and begin to live according to your divine essence. This change is liberating, as you realize that you no longer need to worry about others' opinions or societal standards. Instead, you focus on being true to yourself and following what resonates with your heart. As you connect more deeply with your purpose, you may start to notice that your passions and interests align more clearly. What once seemed scattered or confusing now becomes an integral part of your journey. You may discover that activities that were once just hobbies now transform into meaningful paths that help you express your true essence. This clarity can also manifest in your professional life. You may feel a calling to pursue a career that is more aligned with your values and passions. This transition can be challenging, but the certainty that you are following your purpose brings the courage needed to make significant changes. You may feel drawn to areas that promote well-being, spirituality, or helping others, seeking to make a difference in people's lives. Additionally, the clarity of purpose may inspire you to engage in social or community causes. You may feel an increasing desire to contribute to the well-being of society, helping those in need or fighting for justice and equality. This willingness to serve others is an expression of your purpose and a way to manifest your light in the world. It is important to remember that clarity of purpose does not mean you will have all the answers immediately. It is a continuous process of discovery and growth. As you move forward, you may encounter new directions and opportunities that help deepen your understanding of what it means to live according to your purpose. Be open to these changes and trust that each step you take brings you closer to your truth. The Second Awakening is an intense and transformative journey, but it is also a call to something greater. If you recognize these signs in your life, know that you are on the right path and that God is working in you to fulfill a special purpose. This journey may be challenging, but it is also filled with beauty and meaning. At this moment, declare with confidence, I accept my second awakening. Allow this transformation to guide your life and inspire those around you. Remember, you are not alone. We are together on this journey of light and evolution. Each of us has a role to play, and by coming together, we create a network of support and love that strengthens our walk. May peace and light always be with you, guiding you in every step of your path. Sparkles.